morning class 12. Today we shall discuss next advertisement, missing. The situation is very critical, dear students. You know, when any of the child, any of the family person has gone missing from the family members become very tensed, worried, and they started looking here and there. They also go to the police station also. And when they are not able to get the person or the child, then they take the help of newspaper. And suppose if we are to give the detail of any of the missing person or the child in the newspaper, whatever the things we must mention in the advertisement. Definitely we are to mention the name of the child, we are to mention the age of the child, we are to mention the height, looks, features, complexion, clothes, shoes, turban, either he was wearing spectacles or not, languages he knows, health, mental condition, date since when missing, last seen when and where, if found or seen, contact, and promise of reward. Definitely, when we shall make promise of reward, the people, whosoever will find, whosoever will see that particular child or person will definitely contact you. So, the way how to write this advertisement, these are the steps which we are to follow, and this is the way we are to write advertisement. First, we shall mention the name of the child or the person of that particular family. Then we shall mention the age. Age only in years, and while you are writing years, you are to use YRS dot. Remember, for example, the child may be of 20 years old. Then we are to mention the height, because these things will help, like height, color, these things will help other people to find that particular child or person. We are to mention the color, complexion also. Then we shall tell that this child of this age, this height, this color has been missing since. Here you are to mention the date. And then do tell about that particular child that he speaks only. Suppose the child speaks only Tamil language. So you can mention speaks only Tamil language or speaks only Tamil. No need of to mention the word language. Where I have underlined the word, remember, here you are to write that particular word which is being mentioned here. Suppose if I mention here language, if the child knows Hindi, then mention Hindi. If the child knows English, then mention English. If the child knows Tamil, then mention Tamil. As I have mentioned here name, you have to mention the name of the child like Vivek, Vikas, Prabha, whatever. Then he was last seen. As I told you, we are to mention that last seen when and where. You have to mention he was last seen in. First mention what sort of clothes he was wearing at that moment. Near, mention the place. He was seen last time here. Anyone having information about his whereabouts should contact, mention the contact number. And anyone who finds him or her will suitably award it. Then mention the name of the father, contact number or email ID. So dear students, in this way we shall write the advertisement under the column missing. So now you will write an advertisement under the column missing from BBC Compactor. Thank you.